In Denmark we don't have any real mountains, and we barely have any snow. But we did manage to find a pretty cool hill on a remote island with a lighthouse in one of our signature colors. It seemed like a pretty cool place to make a video about some effective and fun moves that you can practice to improve your skiing. One of the best things you can do to improve your skiing is to prepare yourself physically with basic strength and endurance training. That will reduce your risk of injury and you'll be able to ski for longer and with more power. And remember, the best skiing is more skiing. In this video, I'm gonna share some exercises that will help you improve your fitness level and at the same time teach your body some important moves and skills for great ski technique. Make sure you always warm up before you challenge yourself physically. When it comes to skiing, I like to do some easy runs with less intensity and then build up to some more challenging and exciting turns. Okay, let's jump into the first series of exercises that I have chosen for this video. The first series of exercises is built around the basic position in skiing, which allows you to move freely in good balance. The basic position is also associated with the more general term, the athletic stance, which you will find in many sports disciplines. It looks a little bit different in each discipline, but the goals of being able to move freely and good balance are the same. In skiing, the athletic stance, or the basic position, looks like this. Feet hip-width apart and pointing forward. Parallel lower legs and torso. Arms in front and look up. Use a training partner or a mirror to check if you're doing it correctly. However, good skiing involves lots of movement, so staying in a completely locked position is not a good idea. So when you have the basic position dialed in, you can add some good ski movements. The air squat is a good way to start. You should be like a spring and bend equally in your ankles, knees and hips to resemble a strong movement pattern in skiing. To make it easier, you can grab on to something for support. Make sure your knees follow a path over your toes. You can play around with the range of motion and go deep, or you can play around with speed and do some jumping squats. Keep your arms in front to teach them the right position for pole plant and adjusting your balance while the legs are moving. Once you get familiar with the movement pattern, you can add extra weight to build extra strength. For a safe and controlled strength progression, I recommend that you use dumbbells or a barbell supervised by a fitness coach. If you have the strength for it and want some extra quality time with someone you like, you can also use your child, training partner or girlfriend like I'm doing here. Practice to land in a steady and strong position to improve your ability to manage sudden challenges to your balance. Start from something low and move to something higher when you're ready for it. Add more movement by jumping as far ahead as you can while maintaining a smooth flow forward. Allow yourself some arm swings to create forward momentum and make sure the knees still move straight over the toes. A fun challenge is to do the frog jump backwards, or switch as a freestyle skier would say. To make it harder, you can practice the frog jump on sand. Then you also practice your leg stability on an unstable surface, just like snow. The longer you can keep these jumps going, the longer you will be able to ski without getting tired. Jump from side to side to make the jumping movement resemble skiing more. Focus on moving your legs under a quiet upper body, just like in good ski technique. You can improve your ability to read the terrain and adjust quickly by doing the side jumps down a hill. Add a pole plan to give you more of a skiing feeling. This also becomes a fun way to do some intense cardio training. Be creative and look for fun and challenging lines down the hill. The path less traveled is sometimes very much worth exploring. If you go into the rough though, you should be prepared to get a few scratches or maybe land on something unforeseen that will challenge your ankles a bit too much. So be careful and choose your challenges wisely. The key thing with these exercises is to build consciousness and intention into your moves. You're not just doing a simple air squat, you are practicing your basic position in skiing and your ability to move freely with strength and in good balance. The next series of movements is built around an exercise called the dragon, where the squat movements focused on your ability to move around the basic position on skis. The dragon is a single leg exercise. And since being able to balance on one ski is so crucial to good ski technique, these exercises or these movements that I'm going to show you is so great to practice when you're not on skis. The dragon looks like this. Keep your standing leg straight without overextending it. Bend down and touch the ground. The leg pointing backwards should be as straight as possible and on a line with your upper body. When I stand up, I like to point my toes a bit forward and touch the ground. That way the exercise becomes one long and controlled movement filled with intention, switching between touching with my hands and my toes. To begin with, you can use support and simply try to touch the ground standing on one leg. When you do the dragon, you balance on one leg while your femur is moving in the hip socket. This develops awareness and trains your ability to separate your upper body from your lower body, the same way as in good ski technique. And if you train it off snow, you will get it on snow. Keep your hips parallel to the ground. If you're really advanced, you can tilt your hips from horizontal towards vertical when being in the bottom position. Reach out for different touch points while rotating your femur in the hip socket, like I do here. If the exercise becomes easy, you can always add some extra weight to build your strength in this movement. You can also increase the difficulty and spin the leg horizontally from the bent over position until your leg is pointing straight forward. Then move back. If you want to up the difficulty even further, add weight on an unstable surface and spin the leg with closed eyes while your girlfriend pokes you. My point here is that there is always a higher level that you can work towards and have fun to challenge yourself with. This is of course also true for skiing. But please be cautious and always take your current fitness and ability level into account. you're not improving your skiing by being injured. If you like these off-snow exercises, you should definitely check out our step-by-step guides from beginner to expert over on inspirationalskiing.com. The step-by-step guides will take you through an effective on-snow progression on skis. And they will also give you access to exclusive off-snow training videos that will help you develop the exact skills necessary to take your skiing to the next level. One thing that is often overlooked when people prepare themselves for skiing is hip mobility. A limited range of motion is sometimes the reason why people struggle on skis. If you want to ski with more freedom, you have to be able to move freely. With this series of movements, you will loosen up the hips and practice your ability to rotate the femur in the hip socket, which will create a separation between your upper body, your torso, and your legs. This will allow you to move more efficiently and in better balance when you're skiing. These exercises are built around the deep squat that really opens up your hips. Your feet should be flat on the ground. You can use your elbows to carefully push your knees out a bit. Try to relax and slowly gain a bit more openness in your position. Don't push too hard. Many people struggle to get all the way down, and it may take some consistent practice to get there. Put something stable under your heels to make it a bit easier. To help you get into the deep squat, you can get help from your training partner, use your ski poles, or hold on to something stable. Once you're in the deep squat position, you can use your arms to open up your hips further. Relax and breathe out when you push. To practice the internal rotation used in good ski technique, you can shift your weight from both feet over to one foot and rotate the other leg internally towards the ground. This exercise might not be for everybody, so be careful and stop immediately if you feel any pain or discomfort in your feet or knees. To gain extra range and mobility freedom in your hips, you can practice the figure of four stretch. The goal is to have both your buttocks touching the ground, maintaining a neutral spine, and have both your knees come as far as possible. Hold the extreme position and wiggle a little. Try to relax and enjoy the slightly uncomfortable moment. Gaining extra mobility from these exercises can be a great help if you're an expert skier trying to achieve a cool carving turn with your hip close to the snow. Let us know in the comments if you would like to see a video going more into this topic. Just like building strength, improving your mobility takes time. I therefore suggest that you also practice mobility regularly to get the best results for your skiing. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got some inspiration to how you can improve your skiing by practicing these exercises off snow. If you like this type of content from us, you can let us know by pushing the like button. Also feel free to leave a comment about what you think of the video and if you have any suggestions for future off snow or on snow videos. Have a nice day and see you on the slopes.